हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू लक्ष्य एजुकेशन ऑनलाइन। मेरा नाम है क्षितिज शर्मा। प्रोबेबिलिटी चैप्टर नंबर 15 में हमने एपिसोड नंबर 4 में एक्सरसाइज 15.1 तक कंप्लीट किया था। नाउ इन दिस एपिसोड वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट एक्सरसाइज 15.2 प्रोबेबिलिटी विच इज़ एन ऑप्शनल एक्सरसाइज इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट एपिसोड नंबर 5 प्रोबेबिलिटी एक्सरसाइज 15.2. So as it is given here in the question that two persons, Shyam and Ekta, are visiting a shop in a day. Now the days are given, they are from Tuesday to Saturday. Now we have to get the total possible chances when they visit the shop. Here I have made a table to get total possible chances for the visit of Shyam and Ekta. These are the chances for Shyam. It is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. These are the chances for Ekta, the same days. Now the combination of their visit. Let us see. Suppose Shyam visits the shop on Tuesday and Ekta also visits on Tuesday. Then the first possibility can be Tuesday, that is TT. Then suppose Shyam visits on Tuesday but Ekta visits on Wednesday. Possibility will be Tuesday, Wednesday. Suppose Shyam visits on Tuesday, Ekta visits on Thursday, then the possibility is Tuesday, Thursday. Suppose Shyam visits on Tuesday and Ekta visits on Friday, then the possibility will be Tuesday, Friday. Suppose Shyam visits on Tuesday, Ekta visits on Saturday, then the possibility will be Tuesday, Saturday. So these are the 5 possibilities on which Shyam visits on Tuesday and the possibilities of Ekta are different. Now similarly, Shyam visits on Wednesday and Ekta visits on different days. Then we can have the possibilities Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday and Wednesday, Saturday. These are the possibilities. Similarly, if Shyam visits on Thursday, then the possibility can be Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday and Thursday, Saturday. If Shyam visits on Friday, then the possibilities can be Friday, Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday and Friday, Saturday. If Shyam visits on Saturday, then the possibilities can be Shyam on Saturday, Ekta on Tuesday. So Saturday, Tuesday, then Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, Friday and Saturday, Saturday. These are the possibilities. So here we get total number of outcomes equal to 5 cross 5. Total 25 outcomes are possible here, which are we have obtained here in this table. Now let us see the questions. Here the first question is, we have to find the probability for the visit on the same day. So we should find the possibilities in which Shyam and Ekta both visited on the same day. Let us see from the chances. Same day are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. These are the chances. So we can write here all the possible chances. So these are the possible outcomes. Now here number of possible outcomes is 5. Suppose we call this possibility as A. So we can get the probability of event A equal to number of possible outcomes 5 divided by total number of outcomes 25. Therefore we get the answer 1 upon 5. So Shyam and Ekta both visited on the same day. Its probability is 1 by 5. Now the second question is, they visited the shop on consecutive days. Now what is the meaning of consecutive days? Consecutive means the days one after the other. They are called consecutive days. Suppose I call this event as event B. Now let us find the possibilities in which the days are consecutive days or one after the other. For example, here Tuesday and Wednesday are consecutive days. Shyam visits on Tuesday, Ekta visits on Wednesday. They are visiting on consecutive days. The other one can be its opposite thing, that is Wednesday, Tuesday. Shyam visits on Wednesday, Ekta visits on Tuesday. So The possibilities can be Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. The next we can think Wednesday, Thursday. They are consecutive days, and Thursday, Wednesday. The next can be Thursday, Friday, and Friday, Thursday. The next can be Friday, Saturday, and Saturday, Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 possibilities for consecutive days. So here, number of possible outcomes equal to 8. Therefore, if you want to get the probability for consecutive days, P of B equal to number of possible outcomes 8 and total number of outcomes 25. 8 by 25 is the probability. Now the third question is, they will visit on different days. Now here the different days is, we can say it is complementary event of event A, because event A was the event in which they both visited on the same day, and now event in question number 3 is different days. So we can call this event as complementary event of event A. So we can write it as not A or A bar. As we have got they visited on the same day, its probability is 1 by 5. Therefore, they don't visit at the same day or they visit on the different day, we can say it is event A bar. Therefore, its probability will be P of A bar. Now we know that the sum of the probabilities of complementary events is 1. Therefore, P of A bar equals to 1 minus P of A. But we know that P of A is, we have already got P of A and it is 1 by 5. So 1 minus 1 by 5. If we solve this, 5 will be the LCM. 5 into 1, 5. 5 minus 1. That will be 4 by 5. Therefore, P of A bar equals to 4 by 5. This is the probability that Shyam and Ekta visits the shop on different days. Next question is question number 2. The question is, a die is numbered in such a way that its faces show the numbers 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 6 on the faces. It is thrown 2 times and the total in the 2 throws is noted. Now we have to complete the table which is given in your question, which gives a few values of the total score on the 2 throws, and we have to get the probabilities according to the given question. Number 1 is the probability to get total score is even number. Number 2, it is 6, and number 3, it is at least 6. Let's do the sum. So here, as given in the question number 2, number on the faces of die are given 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 6. And this die is thrown 2 times. Let us find all the possibilities for the sum when this die is thrown 2 times. See there, these are the possibilities as given in the table. The first throw, we can have possibilities 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 6. Similarly, for the second throw, we can have the possibilities 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 6. So, if on the first throw, we are getting 1 on the die, on the second row, we are also getting 1. Then the sum of 1 and 1 will be 2. For the first row, it is 2. And for the second row, if we get 1, then the sum will be 2 plus 1, 3. On the first row, if we get 2, and the second row, we get 1, then the sum will be 2 plus 1, 3. Similarly, on the first row, 3. On the second row, 1. The sum will be 2 plus 1, 4. First row, 3. Second row, 1. Sum will be 3 plus 4. 3 plus 1, 4. Sum on the first row, 6. Second row, 1. 6 plus 1, 7 is the sum. So these are the possibilities. Now, similarly, other possibilities can be 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 2, 4, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 2, 5 and 6 plus 2, 8. Now, in the next chance, as the numbers are same, the chances will be same. 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 2, 4, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 2, 5, 3 plus 2, 5 and 6 plus 2, 8. Again, 1 plus 3, 4, 2 plus 3, 5, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. Next, 1 plus 3, 4, 2 plus 3, 5, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. The next will be 1 plus 6, 7, 2 plus 6, 8, 2 plus 6, 8, 3 plus 6, 9, 3 plus 6, 9, and 6 plus 6, 12. Here the total number of outcomes will be 6 on first row, 6 chances on the second row, 6 into 6, that is total 36 number of chances. The first question is probability to find that the sum is an even number. Let us see in the table in which chances do we get some even number. We know which are the even numbers. Let us see, here 2 is even number, so 1, 2, 3. See, 2, 4 and 4 are even numbers, the others are odd numbers. So there are 3 chances for even number in the first row. Then here 4, 4 and 8, again 3 chances for even number. So 3 plus 3, 6. Then here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. There are 18 chances which are even numbers. Suppose we call this possibility or this event as event A, number of suitable outcomes. As there are 18 chances for even sum, therefore number of suitable outcomes are 18. Therefore probability of event A equal to number of suitable outcomes 18 upon total number of outcomes 36. 18 by 36 is 1 by 2, or we can write 0.5. So to get some even number, the probability is 1 by 2 or 0.5. Now the second question is to get probability that we get the sum 6. Let us see which are the possibilities in which we get sum 6. If we check here, we get 6 4 times. 1, 2, 3 and 4 times we get sum 6. Suitable number of outcomes equal to 4 outcomes. Suppose we call this event as event B, therefore probability of this event P of B equal to number of suitable outcomes 4 upon total number of outcomes 36. We get the cancellation 1 by 9, therefore probability that the sum is 6 is 1 by 9. Now the next question is, we have to get the probability that the sum is at least 6. At least 6 means 6 or more than 6. At least means minimum 6. Let us see the chances in which we get the sum is either 6 or more than 6. Let's see which are they. Here there is only one chance for 6 or more than 6, that is 7. So 1. Then here this one is more than 6, 2. In this case, in this row 3. Here 6, 6 and 9, 3 chances. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8, 9, and all these chances are more than 6. Here we have got 9 chances up to here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So there are total 15 outcomes in which we get sum at least 6. Therefore here number of suitable outcomes equal to 15 chances. Suppose this event we call it C, then probability of this event C will be number of suitable outcomes 15 upon total number of outcomes 36. As 15 equal to 5 into 3 and 36 equal to 12 into 3, 3 cancel, we get the probability 5 by 12. So sum is at least 6, its probability is 5 by 12. Now the next question is question number 3. The question is, a bag contains 5 red balls and some blue balls. We don't know how many blue balls are there. If the probability of drawing a blue ball is double that of the probability of drawing a red ball, then determine the number of blue balls in the bag. Let's do the sum. So as it is given in this question that number of red balls equal to 5 and there are some blue balls, we don't know how many blue balls are there. Suppose we assume that number of blue balls is x. As number of red balls are given, it is 5 and we have assumed number of blue balls equal to x. Therefore total number of balls equal to blue balls plus red balls, that is x plus 5. So this becomes the total number of outcomes. Now as it is given here in the question that if we are picking up a ball from the bag, the probability of drawing a blue ball is double of the probability of getting a red ball. So here in this case, we can get the probability to get a red ball and probability to get a blue ball separately. Suppose we call this probability of red ball as P of R. So probability for red ball will be number of red balls upon total number of balls. Here, as we know that number of red balls is 5 upon total number of balls is x plus 5. Therefore, probability of drawing a red ball is 5 upon x plus 5. Similarly, we can get probability of getting blue ball, suppose we call it P of B, equal to number of blue balls, which is given x, which is we have assumed x, and total number of balls is x plus 5. This is probability to get a red ball and this is the probability to get blue ball. Now, as it is given that probability of getting blue ball is double of that of the red ball, it means probability of blue ball is P of B is double, that is 2 multiplied by P of R. Now we can apply the values. Probability of blue ball is x upon x plus 5, which will be double of 5 upon x plus 5, which is probability for red ball. See here, for the solution we can get x upon x plus 5 equal to 5 multiplied by 2, 10 upon x plus 5. If we send this x plus 5 on the other side, we get x equal to 10 upon x plus 5. This denominator will go to the numerator, so multiply by x plus 5. We can cancel out this x plus 5, so the value of x will be 10. Now what is this x? We have assumed x for number of blue balls. Number of blue balls is x. Therefore, we can say that therefore number of blue balls equal to 10. It means the bag contains 10 blue balls. Next question is question number 4. There are two questions in this question number 4. Let's see the first one. A box contains 12 balls, out of which x are black colored balls. If one ball is drawn at random from the box, what is the probability that it will be a black colored ball? So as it is given in the question, number 1 is the total number of ball in the box is 12 and there are x number of black balls. It means number of black balls is x. Now we have to get that probability that the ball will be black ball. Suppose we call it P of A equal to number of black balls upon total number of balls, that is x upon 12. This is the first case that probability to get a ball is a black ball. It is x by 12. The second question in question number 4 is if 6 more balls are put in the box, 6 more balls than the previous number of balls, the probability of drawing a black ball is now double of what it was before. So now find x. If 6 more black balls are put in the box, there were already x black balls in the box. Total number of balls were 12. Now 6 more black balls are put in the box. Therefore, number of black balls will be initially x plus 6 more, that will be x plus 6 balls will be there. And total number of balls in the box, earlier there were 12 balls and 6 more black balls are added. It means 12 plus 6 equals to total number of balls will be now 18. So after putting 6 more black balls, now number of black balls will be x plus 6 and total number of balls will be 6 plus 12, that is 18 balls. Now after putting 6 more balls, what will be the probability of getting a black ball? Suppose this condition, we call this event as B, then P of B for getting a black ball will be number of black balls in second case upon total number of balls in the second case, that is x plus 6 black balls and total number of balls is 18. So now the probability of getting black ball is x plus 6 upon 18. Now as it is said in the question that probability of getting black ball in second case is now double of the probability of getting black ball in the first case. In the second case, the probability is P of B and that probability is double of the probability of first case, that is P of A. It means we can say that P of B is double of P of A. So P of B equals to 2 multiplied by P of A. Here we have got P of B equals to x plus 6 upon 18, which is double of the probability in the first case. The first case probability was x by 12. So 2 into x by 12. If we send this 18 on the other side, we get x plus 6 equal to 2 multiplied by x upon 12. 18 will go on the other side, multiplied by 18. This can be cancelled. 6 into 2 is 12 and 6 into 3 is 18. 6 will be cancelled. 2 is cancelled. It means x plus 6 equal to 3x. Now we want to get x, therefore 6 equal to 3x minus x. Therefore 6 equal to 2x. Therefore x equal to 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. Here we get the value of x equal to 3. Now x was an assumption, and that was the assumption for number of black balls. So in this case we get number of black balls was 3. There were 3 black balls initially in the bag. Now the next question is question number 5. The question is, a jar contains 24 marbles. Some are green and others are blue marbles. If a marble is drawn at random from the jar, the probability that it is a green marble is 2 by 3. Find the number of blue marbles in the jar. Let's solve this. As it is given in the question that there are total 24 marbles in the jar. Therefore, total number of marbles in the jar equal to 24. Out of which some are green marbles and some of them are blue marbles. We don't know how many are blue and how many are green. Suppose we assume that, number of blue marbles equal to x. Therefore, we get number of green marbles equal to, as there are total 24 marbles and out of which x are blue marbles. Therefore, green marbles will be 24 minus x, total minus blue, that is 24 minus x. So once again, number of blue marbles will be x, number of green marbles will be 24 minus x, and total number of marbles is given 24. Now from this data we can get the probability. First of all, we can get probability to get a blue marble. Suppose we call it P of B will be, according to the formula, number of blue marbles upon total number of marbles. Number of blue marbles is x, total number of marbles is 24. So probability for a blue marble is x upon 24. Similarly, probability for green marbles, we can get P of G equals to number of green marbles upon total number of marbles will be 24 minus x upon 24. So these are the probabilities which we can get from the given data. Now further it is said in the question that the probability of getting a green marble is numerically 2 by 3. So the probability of green which we have obtained from the given data is 24 minus x upon 24. It is numerically 2 by 3. It means we can say that the probability of getting green marble 24 minus x upon 24 is numerically 2 by 3. We can compare these two numbers. So we can send this 24 on the other side. We get 24 minus x equal to 2 upon 3 multiplied by 24. Here we can cancel out something, like this will become 8. Therefore 24 minus x equal to 8 multiplied by 2 will be 16. Therefore if we want to get x, 24 minus 16 equal to x. Therefore we can obtain the value of x equals to 8. Now here 8 is x and x is the assumption of number of blue marbles. In the question it is asked, we have to find the number of blue marbles. Therefore finally in this answer, number of blue marbles equal to 8 marbles.